So about a year ago, I made a video wherein I talked about how I personally believe that the Pokemon franchise is dying. Because the franchise has been in a downward spiral that accumulated in the disaster that was Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, in that video, I also mentioned that Pokemon was releasing two new games, Pokemon Legends Arceus and a remake of Diamond and Pearl, and how that could possibly save the franchise, kind of. Now, I never thought of doing a follow-up to that video, but then I saw a comment of someone asking if I could please do a follow-up to that video, and I got you. Let's go. So in my video, I was pretty positive about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, even though everybody else on the internet fucking hated it. Unfortunately, they were correct. The game kinda sucks. Now, of course, the first thing everybody noticed was the art style. Now, personally, I don't think the art style looks that bad. My main problem with the art style is that it's worse than the original Diamond and Pearl. The original Diamond and Pearl just look better than this game. I don't know, maybe it's just because I prefer the pixel art style. I think that Black and White and Black and White 2 are the best looking Pokemon games, 3D or otherwise. But besides the visuals, the game's really fucking bland. It doesn't have any content of Pokemon Platinum in the game. And if there is Platinum content, it is very fucking little because I didn't even notice any of it. Like, these games are literally just Diamond and Pearl, but with like a worse art style or worse visuals. That's all this game is. So, there's not much more to say about it. I hope that when they remake Black and White, they do a better fucking job. Or maybe just port the old games to the Switch, because honestly that seems like a better idea to me than remaking them, because ORAS, the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire, also fucking sucked, so maybe stop remaking games and just port them. Pokemon Legends Arceus is a very impressive tech demo of a game. Also, if you hear rain in the background, that's well, that's rain. I'm fucking retarded. Anyway, walking around in the open areas and catching Pokemon is incredibly fucking fun, but the areas are very empty. There is barely anything in it. There is very little to do besides, you know, just catching Pokemon. And the Pokemon themselves don't really do anything besides just walk around. Also, the town in the game is kind of empty like the rest of the game. There are things to do in the town, but they're few and far between. I guess you could accept quests from the random people in the town. Sometimes the quests are good, sometimes they're really fucking shit. I especially find it weird that in 2021, when I get the quest that a certain character wants to see, like a Wurmple, and I fucking throw a Wurmple out in front of him, he just doesn't react. I need to talk to him first, and then it triggers like a cutscene where I have to select the Wurmple, and then the cutscene does the whole showing the Wurmple thing. Oh, there are also other things like that in this game, like when I want to enter a cave, I can't because there's like an invisible barrier and I have to press A in order to get into the cave. There are also multiple locations in this game where the characters are just fucking floating off of the ground. Something that I do really like about these games are the fucking interactive battles you have with some of the Pokemon, where instead of like battling, you know, in a traditional Pokemon way, it's kind of more like a boss fight where you dodge attacks and have to throw these rocks or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. I do have one problem with these things though, that sometimes in the post game when you go and catch a legendary Pokemon, sometimes you do have to do a battle like that where you have to dodge their attacks and shit. Other times, it's just like a stationary Pokemon just standing there waiting for you to interact with it, which is kind of weird. Like, why is it just standing there? This game honestly is fine for what it is, but I just wish there was more of it, like more content, more shit to do. If they had just taken like 1 or 2 more years to really flesh out this game and add like new ideas and new areas and actual like more substance to the game, it could have been really good, but right now it's just fine. So, do I think these two games are good enough? as to where I can say that Pokemon isn't dying anymore? No. One of them is basically just an exact remake of an older game just with a different visual style, and the other one is a game that could have been really fucking awesome if only they had put more time into it. But they did recently announce Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and these games look really cool. I know I said that exact same thing last year, and I'll probably say it again next year, because if there's one franchise that keeps me coming back purely off of nostalgia, it's fucking Pokemon. Honestly, this is kind of a problem. I can't seem to stop buying Pokemon games. Anyway, even though in the trailer I can very clearly see that Scarlet and Violet don't look the best, but to be fair, it is a Nintendo Switch game, and I know people are gonna tell me, but Breath of the Wild looks great, and Xenoblade Chronicles look great. Yeah, but they're the exception, they're not the norm. Most Nintendo Switch games don't look very good. But from the trailer, it does look like this could actually be a good Pokemon game. Mainly because it looks like this game has a lot of open areas in between towns that actually have things in them. So this game basically to me looks like what Sword and Shield should have been, which means that it takes Pokemon about, 3 years to actually get to the level where they can make a competent and actually good console game. Also, this game takes place in a region that's based off Spain, and we've been getting rumors about Pokemon games taking place in Spain since Sun and Moon, which means that the A team has probably been working on this game for 4 years, while the B team at Game Freak has been making the shitty games, which is also probably why they needed an outside developer to remake Diamond and Pearl. But anyway, boys, I feel like I've put all my thoughts on the previous 2 games out there and on the next game a little bit. This is the end of the video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.